check. Check, check, check. Giving it a few minutes here to see if I can get the volume right. All right, looks like we are good. Go ahead and get started. I haven't played this since last Sunday, so I can't remember where I'm at. Got a new microphone since my headset quit working, and the mic seems to record a little bit better, so hopefully I come through a little more clear, less static. Oh, okay, I remember now. Let's go up and say hi to Joker.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
Forgot how fun this game is. Let's go check the deck below. Specialist trainer. Dr. Chakwa. Viara. Engineer Adams. Diana Ellers. Oh, I forgot I picked her up too.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
That's right. We
Do
do
you
take
ever
a lot.
regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
Good point, Dr. Choclo.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
We're gonna get these Reapers. She's still all burnt up. Can't go down there yet. Is Liara over here? I think so.
Greetings, Commander Shepard.
Huh. What are you?
I'm Glyph, a VI assistant to Dr. Tassoni. I help her sort and catalog collected data. She's asked me to draw your attention to a terminal connected to her information network. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
I will, thank you.
You know, I was hoping this new council would be a little more helpful than the last one.
The meeting was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered. I think.
We like Liara too. She's good people.
Liara? What is all this stuff?
After you left for Earth, I had the chance to track down the information trader who'd kidnapped my friend. It wasn't easy, but I found the Shadow Broker and took over his information network.
You're running that from the Normandy?
What I can. Not all of the old broker's networks remained intact, but I have agents. They helped dig up the information I needed on the Prothean cache on Mars. For now, I'm researching this Prothean device. It's too dangerous to activate until we understand it.
Did the Protheans finish it?
Do you think Protheans actually completed the Crucible?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
I appreciate you asking, Liara.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
I mean, clearly Liara's the in the new Mass Effect trailer that BioWare showed off. So how can we play 3 without romancing her again? We have to. No upgrades, okay.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
Thank you. Let's go see Diana Ellers. Yeah, I haven't got anybody else here yet. Then we'll go up. Yeah, she's in engineering. Appreciate you stopping by the stream. I couldn't wait anymore, so I just started knocking out Mass Effect 3 again while we wait for the Legendary Edition. I'll put everything on YouTube. I already had my first video on there for this series, but I'm just going to crush the game out for the next 40 days until the Legendary Edition's in our hands.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right. Yeah, I try not to talk too much during the dialogue parts because it's just such a good game. Normally I can't. Normally I don't shut up, but for this game I will.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air restored.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
Alright, let's head back up to the bridge. It's time to go recruit. Said I had a new message. Oh, I don't need the technical mastery. I need to ask. Specialist training.
Can I help you, Commander?
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
Alright. Let's go check out the map here. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. So basically means we need to go to Cerberus' lab. Do we need to go back to the Citadel? No, I don't think so. Rescue the... That's what we're supposed to do. Rescue the Turian Primarch. Normandy is equipped with new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Gosh, I can't talk. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance the Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If Reapers enter the system you are in, flee and wait until you have completed a mission before returning. Okay. We can go to that other over there, but let's go rescue. Let's go get our boy Garrus. Palaven's largest moon has been shrouded in secrecy since the dawn of the Turian space age. Alright. That's a lot to read. I don't think you want to listen to that, so. But we'll do it. We'll knock it out. Let's go get the Turians on our side. Liara and James. Oh, should we cycle their appearance? I like that one better. Oh man, she looks tough that way. Let's go to that. Alright. If you're enjoying the stream, appreciate it. If you enjoy this content, don't hesitate to hit the follow button. We'll be doing this all the way up until the new Legendary Edition comes out. Shotgun shredder mode. Okay, that adds damage to that. And allows wider projectiles. Okay. We'll do that. Oh, we got sniper mods too. Concentration mode. And extended barrel. Alright. Might as well mod these. Oh, so no mods for that one. Okay. Oh, we only have one. James will auto level up. I don't use him too often. Super pumped for the new Mass Effect. I cannot wait.
no. No. Palaven.
We have an old friend there.
Holy hell. They're getting decimated.
Strongest military in the galaxy, and the Reapers are obliterating it.
Was it like this on Earth?
Yes.
Shepard. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Commander, the LZ's getting swarmed.
James, open that hatch.
All right, get in, get out. Let's move. Soldier, which way to your commanding officer?
Straight ahead and around the corner, past the first barricade.
RB is the biotic charge.
Domestic, get your men up on that north barricade.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Bardas, find a way to get that comm tower operational.
Sir.
General?
Commander Shepard, heard you were coming, but I didn't believe it. General Corinthus.
I've come to get Primarch Vakarian.
Primarch Vakarian is dead. His shuttle was shot down an hour ago as it tried to leave the moon.
That's gonna complicate things. How bad is it, General?
We just lost about 400 men in half an hour. We set up camps on this moon as an advanced position to flank the enemy. A sound strategy. Just...
irrelevant.
Exactly. The sheer force of the Reapers seems to make them immune to that sort of tactic. The Primarch and his men found that out the hard way.
Dang, I'm sorry. That's a big loss for everyone. Reaper bastards. So what happens now?
The Turian hierarchy provides very clear lines of succession.
Right. General Corinthus?
With such heavy casualties, it's hard for me to be certain who the next Primarch is. Palaven Command will know. However, at the moment, contacting them is impossible. The comm tower is out. Husks are swarming that area. We can't get close enough to repair it.
Well, I'm not leaving this moon until I know where the new Primarch is. I'll fix your tower.
Thank you, Commander. I'll take care of things on this end.
All right, let's go.
I see the comm tower, to the left of the main barricade in front of Palaven.
Let's go!
Stuck on the... There we go.
Husks at the tower, overwhelmed us.
Don't worry,
Good luck.
Headshots. Headshots from all of them. Check the difficulty. I don't think it doesn't feel right. There should be a lot more to kill there.
We can't repair it from this panel.
We'll make James go do it. Lior is a biotic. We need her.
James, you're up for tower repair. On it. Might take me a while, but I'll do my best.
Don't make excuses, James. Let's go.
Here they come.
Ready, Liara?
You bet. Let's take
Headshots
these
for all of
monsters.
you. See what happens.
The tower is now operational.
Trying to look at chat and song, kids. Oh, wait.
Let me know when you've got something. I'll help your men till I hear from you.
Understood.
Shepard out.
Headshots.
Commander Shepard, come in.
Go ahead.
I have information from Palaven Command. Please return ASAP.
On our way.
Change the loadout. Is that a different? Oh yeah, it's a different machine gun. Or shotgun. We'll go with that one. We'll get rid of the sniper because you don't really use it in this game. Sweet, we got a mod for the assault rifle too. Try to see if we get some new gear here. Some ammo. Credits, oh, we get some money. Viper. Nice. Knowledge of the terrain is our only advantage here, and that's not going to last forever if they keep throwing their forces at us. We'll hold this area as long as we can. I'm linking my transponder to the life signal monitoring system of the unit suits. If it goes out, send another unit here ASAP. medkit. Let's talk to someone, right? You.
What have you got?
As your partner said, succession is usually simple. But right now, the hierarchy's in chaos. So many dead or MIA.
I need someone. I don't care who. As long as they can get us the Turian resources we need.
I'm on it, Shepard. We'll find you the Primarch.
Garrus.
Vakarian, sir. I didn't see you arrive.
At ease, General.
Good to see you again. I thought you'd be on Palaven.
If we lose this moon, we lose Palaven. I'm the closest damn thing we have to an expert on Reaper forces, so I'm advising.
James, this is Garrus Vakarian. He helped me stop the Collectors. He's a hell of a soldier.
Lieutenant, good to see you too, Liara.
Good to see you in one piece, Garrus.
General Corinthus filled me in. We know who we're after.
Palaven Command tells me that the next Primarch is General Adrian Victus.
Victus? His name's crossed my desk.
Know him, Garrus?
I was fighting alongside him this morning. Lifelong military, gets results, popular with his troops. Not so popular with military command. Has a reputation for playing loose with accepted strategy.
What do you mean?
On Tatris, during the uprisings, his squad discovered a Solarian spy ring about the same time the Turian separatists did. Rather than neutralize the ring, he fell back. He even gave up valuable fortifications which the rebels took.
Then the rebels attacked the Solarians, and when both groups had worn each other down, Victus moved back in. Didn't lose a man.
Bold strategy, but wild behavior doesn't get you advanced up the meritocracy.
Primarch Victus. That should be something to see.
Unconventional thinking might be the only way to save Palaven. And Earth.
He'll do whatever it takes. Reminds me of an old human Spectre I knew.
Okay, let's get him on the shuttle and get out of here.
Commander! Shepard, come in!
Can this wait, Joker? We're in the middle of a war zone.
We've got a situation on the Normandy, Commander. It's like she's possessed. Shutting down systems, powering up weapons. I can't find the source.
I need the Normandy standing by. We may have to bug out.
Should I go back and take a look?
Do it. Garrus, you said you were with Victus this morning?
Yeah, but we got separated. He went to bolster a flank that was breaking. Could be anywhere out there.
We're trying to raise him, Commander.
Incoming harvester! Headed for the airfield!
Ready to fight him out.
General, tell Primarch Victus we'll rendezvous here. In the meantime, let's go take care of whatever that thing dropped off. Coming, Garrus?
Are you kidding? I'm right behind you.
Atmosphere's a little thinner than I'm used to, is all. Adrenaline's better than oxygen any day. Just me? Or those Reapers look like Turians?
Right. They do.
I think we're done here.
forget. It's not like the regular games where you can run up and down terrain.
Go ahead.
Still trying to raise the Primarch, but we've got trouble back here at the main barricade. If the Reapers breach it, we're done.
On my way.
Yeah, let's get on this machine gun here.
Come on! Maybe I can do 3 at a time.
Right, get him good.
Okay, come on. Who's next?
Yeah, like fish in a barrel.
What?
Old humans say, like fish in a barrel.
Heads up! Here comes another wave!
And we got Garrus and James. Oh, nothing good.
They're on the barricade.
Hell, what is that
They
thing?
stopped by.
What's the word on the Primarch?
Still can't get a stable comm link.
Okay, I'm going on foot. Shepard out. Garrus, take me to the last place you saw Victus.
We got this, Garrus. Come on.
How far?
Should be pretty quick, unless we find trouble. Damn it. Look at Palaven. That blaze of orange. The big one. That's where I was born.
That's rough. Still have family there?
My dad. A sister.
How bad is it?
3 million lost the first day. 5 the second.
How's your military holding up?
Look around. That should give you some idea.
You're putting up a good fight.
For now. But how long does it take before the fight's kicked out of you? If they'd only listened to your warnings about the Reapers, we might have been ready.
Maybe. Hard to figure how you prepare for something like this.
We got this, Garrus. Don't worry.
More back here.
Shit, I hate those things. And New York is crawling with the creepy bastards? I never should have left Earth.
It's gonna be bad all over.
Leaving the fight just pisses me off.
But you're here asking Victus to do the same thing. Leave the fight to make nice in some boardroom.
This summit is the only chance we've got. None of us is beating the Reapers alone.
Soldiers, you okay? Yes, sir. We'll make it.
Have you seen General Victus?
Half-hour ago. Headed south.
Okay, good luck.
Yes, sir.
Commander, how many troops in that crash? 50? 75?
Not sure.
Sounds right.
Hard to see a beautiful ship like that go down.
Not to mention the men serving.
That was a little closer than I'd like.
I'll say.
No survivors. Damn it.
Crash like that is not surprising.
So, Commander, you really think this summit will work? I mean, Asari? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
It's not that easy.
The Batarians took the first hit when the Reapers arrived. Not much left of them. And the Krogan have never forgiven us for the genophage.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up with it.
And the Krogan hate them both for it.
So they won't be joining us.
Too bad. I fought with a Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
Ancient Krogan history. Genophage, which we all know. Krogan rebellions. I mean, it's all part of the amazing lore that is this game. We will definitely take the time to read that. Just enjoying being in this world again.
That sounds bad!
Okay, double time! No Reapers taking this Primarch from me!
Right behind you!
Move into the compound!
Moving!
It's right behind you!
Been a brutal fight for these guys.
But the tide's turning! Turn up the heat!
Oh, that was sweet.
General Victus.
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Commander. I know who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vakarian, where did you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Appreciated.
General, you're needed off-planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to leave my men or my Turian brothers and sisters in their fight.
Fedorian was killed. You're the new Primarch.
You're needed immediately to chair a summit and represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
Hey, Dad. Can you buy this? Can you buy it?
Give me a minute, baby. I'll show you.
I'm Primarch of Palaven. Negotiating for the Turian hierarchy?
Yes.
Can you buy this?
I've spent my whole life in the military. I'm no diplomat. I hate diplomats.
You need some more.
You don't have enough. You gotta wait.
No.
What makes you think you're not qualified?
I'm not really a by-the-book kind of guy, and I piss people off.
That's exactly what
my family's been military since the Unification War. War is my life. It's in my bones. But that kind of passion is deceptive. Can make you seem reckless when you're anything but.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
Right.
I like that. You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. See this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth. I need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
Without him down here, there's a good chance we lose this moon.
Without him up there, there's a good chance we lose everything.
Look at that. And they want my opinion on how to stop it? Failed CSEC officer, vigilante, and I'm their expert advisor? Think you can win this thing, Shepard?
Yeah, I don't know, Garrus. But I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I'm damn sure nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them. Not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven...
That's a pretty tall order.
We need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
The Krogan.
Looks like your summit just got a lot more interesting.
So you want me to fly to get the Krogan, to come here, and then come to Earth. It's a big, big ask for being your first time as a Primarch.
I apologize for being so frank, Commander, but your plan feels doomed to failure. We know. We've been there before.
But Madam Counselor, let me...
I'm not the only one that feels this way. The Solarian Dalitras is livid.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Perhaps. Still, we can't help but feel that this summit is a waste of your time, and we can't afford to have it waste ours. We must focus our attention on the arrival of the Reapers. So no, the Asari will not be at your summit.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
Good luck, Commander, and goodbye.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Sir Cash. And we got paid. It's Friday. It's payday. The Alliance is giving you some money.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Arcturus Station before we knew what was happening. From there was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Arcturus Station before we knew what was happening. From there was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
That's right, Shepard. Just a tip.
It's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
The R appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Any updates on Cerberus?
They're still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
The Illusive Man implied as much. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
The Illusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
That doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Illusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
So, I think the writer was going through something when he did that. He said the Protheans have a big weapon, and they need to do a full frontal assault, and Shepard needs to be just a tip. It's just not right. It's not right. Oh gosh. Somebody was having some issues, I think. Or maybe I am, I don't know. Let's see. Can I use that computer? No. Okay. Uh-oh. Edie's
Commander,
about to...
Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know, she's not responding, and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to Deck 3.
You got it, Joker. We're going. Come on, Scammy. I'm the same person. Come on.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. I'm trying to restart the systems, but something's blocking me.
See if you can get to Edie. I'll check the AI core.
Alright, we gotta check the AI core here. We got to see what's going on with our ship.
Is everything okay?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow your lead.
Joker, what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire, or something.
I'm going in.
Hey, wait, you don't got a face mask.
Edie, talk to me.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
Wait, what exactly happened?
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
That was dangerous.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. We gotta take her.
I'll tell you when I need it.
Excellent. I will run tests to ensure that it matches or exceeds the capabilities of organic squad mates. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
Yes, he will.
On that we can agree.
Still can't go down. Nope. Yeah, just appreciate you jumping in the stream here. We'll be filming this daily until, or a couple times a week until we get to the Legendary Edition, and then we'll start there.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
Joker is going to have a field day with this.
Dr. Chakwa. Uh-oh. Boys up here. I think if we do it right, we're able to get Garrus and Tally to be.
Two of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him.
I'm counting on it. Turning to the Krogan is either the best or worst idea I've ever had. There's no in between here.
You did what you had to. I would have taken the same risk, sir.
I appreciate your confidence, Garrus, though it could just mean we're both idiots. That will be all.
Garrus, didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them.
That's right.
What you saw back on Palaven is proof of that. Still not convinced I should have left it behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? We're actually respectable now.
We've lost enough friends trying to make sure this day never came. I'd say we've all earned some respect.
Then the first Reaper we take out with this gun, it's in their honor. Just give the word.
Yes. Gosh, I just love being...
Something else you want to talk about?
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After the Collector base, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
That was a problem?
Well, he used to work for C-Sec. Very methodical, by-the-book kind of guy. He railed against people who bent the rules, which was usually me. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers.
That's right. Makes for a heck of a story.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit, parts of it sounded crazy. Insane, really. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vakarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Alright. There's a lot of conversation, but I can't interrupt them. I'm trying to catch as much of the original game in here as I can. No DLC or anything, just conversations.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right. Hello again, Shepard.
Right.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
After the time I saw you on Ilium? Well, apart from becoming the broker, I spent my time looking for any defense against the Reapers. The only substantial records were the Protheans. I knew the Illusive Man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
This game still looks good. It's gonna look even better in a few days, or a few weeks.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Trying to capture it all here so it can be in the video. See what we have on the Intel terminal. No upgrades, okay.
Greetings, Commander.
Engineer Adams. Oh, we could go talk to James and Cortez. We didn't talk to them the first time in the shuttle bay.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident, practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The Collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Well, we haven't linked any stores, so I won't check the procurement yet, but we'll go to the weapon upgrades. Improved weapon damage, ammo capacity, and weight. Well, we need that. Yeah, we need that. We need that. Alright. So now we got the best Avenger we can get. Assault rifle magazine upgrade. And capacitor boost cadet coil generators including shot penetration. Alright. Armory. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. I'm not sure I like that one. Not for a walk around your ship. Oh, I like that one too. That's like Citadel dance night right there. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Armor set 1. Oh, we don't have it. Yeah, we need an N7 helmet. Well, I like that helmet. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Ooh, pink. What do you think, Libby? Look, look. So we have the red for our flare on the back, like that's our boosters. But we could go with pink. You wanna go with black? You won't see it. We'll go with blue? No. Or should we? Blue is your favorite. Okay, we'll stick with red then. No. Yeah, we can't go with the. Oh yeah, look at that. He looks good. That's our boy. That's our boy Shepard. All right, we gotta go up and we gotta go find some action. We gotta go save the galaxy. I haven't been up to the captain's cabin for a minute. Yeah, be careful with that. That's gotta go see Aunt Gracie. That's right. Oh, elevator.
Easter Bunny comes on Sunday. She's so excited, aren't you?
Oh, that's right, my private journal. Do I have anything else?
You will
Squad.
be all black.
You think? Okay.
Let's see.
You don't know yet. You don't know what the Easter Bunny's going to
I like. Ooh, I kind of like that. I like that one better. We'll go with that one.
Brown.
Edie. All black.
All black.
No, we'll go with that one.
Okay.
All right, I like those.
Ready?
His name is question mark.
Yes, I like that. That is a cool name. This doesn't sound one, does it? This doesn't sound like Max Good. Boy, geez, the kid everyone in the class calls Brainy Minnie.
Oh, Aria wants to meet at Purgatory Bar. Ashley Williams. Dina wants. Oh, she woke up. We gotta go see her. Citadel Embassy. Okay, we gotta go back to the Citadel. Because we gotta meet her at Purgatory. Let's go ask Joker what he thinks of Edie. And we're gonna go to Purgatory. What you got for me, Trainer?
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I did not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school.
So we'll get
It's
Jack
home
back.
to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there. It's not an average school. They might even be doing work for the Alliance.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it could be Cerberus. She saw some similarities to the faked encryption protocols.
I'll take your word for it.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
But don't yell. If you do, you can't touch stuff.
Alright, we're gonna go to Grissom Academy and check out Save Jack and her students.
Don't yell.
But first, I think we're gonna go to this. Maybe we'll go. I think we'll go to Grissom first, and then we'll go to this.
Don't you dare yell. I will cane
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot.
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it? Look at that! I would have baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are. Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes.
Alright, so we are going to take a moment, a little break here, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Oh, you can't hear if the mic's not on. Duh. Just checking my audio here. Oh, you can't hear if the mic's not on. Alright, we are good on audio. FYI, the mic can pick up a lot of stuff, so yeah. I'm sure you can. See if we can get myself in the picture here. Alright, where are we going to now? Do we go save Jack or do we go to the Citadel? Let's leave orbit. Let's go check out some plans.
Found something.
They're coming.
Evasion successful.
Yeah. Gotta get away from the Reaper. Uh-oh, you can't be doing zoomies at 9 o'clock at night, puppy. Come back and get that. So we got the Citadel, we got meet with diplomats, rescue the students. What's way up here at the top? It's a server slab. We'll go to that in a little bit. Let's go pick up Jack first. Stated mission of the John Grissom Academy, commissioned in 2176, is to serve a student population demonstrating excellence and a passion for math, science, and the liberal arts. Its entirely human student body ranges in age from early teens to the mid-20s. Although the fact is not heavily advertised, the institution also offers classes for students with biotic capability. The school's Ascension Project seeks to train these students and integrate them into normal society. Population of 8,620. Wow, that's a lot of people to have a little school there. So we're definitely taking Garrus. Do we take Edie? I kind of want to take Liara, because she's a beast. Yep, me, you, and Peach.
You?
That's right.
And Pete? Free us?
Add to our shockwave. Oh man, look at that damage and force increase. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to work on the Nova too. We'll upgrade that one. Although it's hard to say because I really like the ammo. The armor piercing ammo is awesome. Definitely need that. Need a concussion shot. We'll upgrade this. There we go. So make it pretty well rounded. He's got the concussive shot. He doesn't necessarily need the armor piercing ammo. Please insert disc too. Like, wait, I'm playing this on Game Pass. There's no disc too.
And there's the folks who answered the distress call. Cerberus cruiser. At least a dozen fighters on blockade duty. Not too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Let's hear it.
SSB Normandy, this is Kaylee Sanders, director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right. We'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I?
You try to take
Oh yeah, Joker, show
Come
me.
and get me!
Yeah, you can have 3 pieces.
Keep the shuttle in position. We'll be back.
Okay, that's good. Look at that team. Look how awesome they look.
Commander, I'm locked in a server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
You got nothing on me. Headshots for all of them.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off-world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting. He's currently leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... well, just tell him to stay alive.
A few months knocking over practice dummies can't prepare your students for war.
Agreed, but the Alliance needs every resource it can get. And our students are unique resources. They wanted to help. How could we say no with the entire galaxy falling apart?
Yeah.
Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring him back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems. I'll get the door for you. It leads to Orion Hall.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders in security.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
Unshielded upon approaching 2 o'clock. Shockwave.
Goddess, she's bleeding.
Sean, can you hear me?
How do you know my name?
I saved your brother. He's with Kaylee Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
Commander, I just got an emergency message from the students in Orion Hall. They're exhausted. They can't hold out much longer.
Get back!
It's okay. We're Alliance.
Alliance? Everyone, get back! Let the Alliance handle this!
These are civilians, Shepard. We need to protect them.
We've got more Cerberus troops inbound! Commander, we could use some help! Thanks. Cerberus hasn't given us time to catch our breath. I tried to set up a defensive perimeter, but I don't know how much longer we could have held out.
Give yourself some credit. You're alive.
We're here to get you off the station. I'm Commander Shepard.
This is Ensign Rodriguez. I'm Ensign Prangley.
Who's in charge, Prangley?
Our commander was... I guess... I'm in charge, sir.
Ensign, you've done a hell of a job holding out like this. Now we're getting you out of here.
Okay. We need a bit to recharge, though. They've been after us for hours. We burned close to 1,000 calories.
You guys need Snickers bars.
It's okay. How long do you need?
Okay, guys. Grab a quick bite and check your amps for damage. We move in 5.
Commander, I was wondering, do you ever forget the first time you kill someone? Because today was mine, and
I'd be worried if it didn't bother you. But you're doing the right thing here.
Does it ever get easier?
No.
Teach him how to be tough and kind, Shepard.
And now I hate this war even more.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser is coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Roger that. Good luck, sir.
Shepard to Sanders. The students are safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
Understood. I might know another way off the station, but I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
Yeah, we can.
How does camera access get us off this station?
We need to reach the Cerberus shuttles. The cruiser won't auto-target friendly ships, which gives us a fighting chance to escape. Of course we are. Get me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keep Cerberus from boxing you in.
Thanks for stopping by and checking out the stream. Trying to knock some of this out as much as we can before the new Mass Effect Legendary comes out. And I just couldn't wait any longer. I've been so wanting to go back into this world.
Just drink your juice.
We'll be doing this every few days.
I'm still scared, Commander, but I won't let you down.
We're Cerberus saying people's names.
So if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and follow. We'll be on YouTube too, so we'll get a whole playthrough.
Yeah, but at least I passed biomathematics.
Before Legendary comes out, and then we're gonna go right into Legendary. Start from the beginning.
How do we get out of here?
Data pad.
Which beach?
Hotel Azure is a resort beach with ladies and everything. Nothing but lonely Asari girls as far as you can see.
It's been so long since I played this game.
Reapers haven't hit Ilium yet.
You keep thinking like that, you'll die on the station. You gotta focus on it.
That's right, the database down here, I think. There it is.
Sanders, you should have access now.
Got it. The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides should be directly above the door.
blueprint.
Got it.
Pretty
Should be able to force the door open now. I'll get to the shuttles ahead of you and get a pair ready to fly.
Good job, Kaylee Sanders. Let's go get our girl Jack and get out of here.
Everyone be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire.
Commander, it might be better if we follow along from the second level. You can take point while we hit them from above.
Gives them some cover, too.
All right, everyone. Hit them with everything you've got.
We will.
Students of Grissom Academy, the station is sealed. The Alliance soldiers cannot save you. All they can do is get you killed. Surrender peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Don't listen to him. He's just messing with your heads.
Damn it, they're messaging everyone. Students, switch your Omni tools to privacy mode so they can't track you.
What if they're not lying?
You've already held your own against Cerberus. You've all been trained for this.
Commander Shepard isn't going to let anything happen to us.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Oh man, my eyes water. Rock and roll.
Ready for action? Yes, sir. Cerberus troops incoming! Got more Cerberus troops inbound!
Through there!
Kaylee, we're in the atrium.
I'm taking a back route to the shuttles. I'll meet you there.
Keep it up, guys! Watch your barriers, everyone! Drop and recharge when you need to! Rodriguez! Hit her some Metagel, down!
okay up there?
Ensign Rodriguez took a shot, but I think she'll be okay.
Commander, I've reached the Cerberus shuttles without being detected. They know what they're doing, though. You need to hurry.
Alright. Some weapon ammo. Or, yeah, ammo.
That's an important fire!
I don't know who you are, but stay back.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance. I'm here to help.
I didn't buy it from the last guy, and I've got no reason to buy it now. This is a multi-core shield prototype based on cyclonic barrier tech. It'll hold off your guns for hours.
Sanders, this is Shepard. I've got some scared students hiding behind a shield prototype.
How do we know it isn't just Cerberus rigging the voice?
You could test for distortion peaks, Isaac, like I did when you faked a voice print to break curfew. And if that's Octavia's shield, remind her that I docked her half a grade because application of non-concurrent forces overloaded the emitters.
Thanks, Sanders. You did a great job keeping yourself safe. The biotic students are up there. Stay close. They'll get you out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
Looks like schematics for amp interfaces. Not as good as what we already have, but still worth a look.
Not as good as the N7. I'll take it. That's right. I get to use that. Yes. I forgot we get to use the Atlas. It's broken.
How's it coming?
Shuttles are unlocked.
Take the controls and get the students aboard.
Wait, where's Rodriguez?
She needs covering fire.
She's not gonna make it.
Joker, we flew out on a Cerberus shuttle. Watch your fire.
Right, I've got you on sensors. Should just be a minute.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Some of us didn't get off.
Jason Prangley came to Grissom when he was 6 years old. Barely spoke a word. He was so shy back then. To watch him grow up, only to...
He was always reading, studying battles. I called him a brown-noser.
Commander, I recommend we rethink the students' role. With their instructor dead, and Ensign Prangley...
Prangley didn't give his life so they could run and hide.
Commander, they just lost a friend.
They lost a fellow soldier, and they'll fight to honor his name.
What the hell good is that? He won't be there.
His memory will be. Use it. Get angry. Someday that anger will be the only ammunition you have left. And Jason Prangley's gonna save your life again.
Understood, Commander.
I forgot, man. If you don't play Mass Effect 2 and save Jack first, that she doesn't show up in 3. She's like one of my favorite characters. Dang it. I forgot.
Shepard, damned if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Good to see you too, sir.
That's why I can't wait for the new
Sir? I may have reinstated you, but that doesn't give you permission to go all formal on me.
Then I'm glad you managed to keep your ass alive, Anderson.
That's more like it. Looks like you didn't waste any time getting to work. I can only imagine what would have happened to those kids if they'd fallen into Cerberus' hands.
I wish I could have gotten all of them out of there.
These students are some of the best humanity has to offer, and we're throwing them into battle. God damn it, I hate this war. Hackett didn't mention in his report...
Kaylee Sanders is safe. She's with the recruits.
Thanks, Shepard. When I heard about the attack, well, I've already lost a lot of friends.
She asked me to tell you to stay alive.
Did she now? Well, thanks, Shepard. That might be the first good news I've heard this week. Anderson out.
Alright. Anybody else I can talk to? Nope. Now we gotta go to the Citadel. Not gotta. We're gonna go to the Citadel. Alright, we're at 635 military strength. Check out the war map. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You have to play online.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapons systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Yeah, I forget, you gotta play online to unlock some of the war assets. And the Xbox, at least. I've seen people play it on computer, I think. I don't know if they're recreating it somehow, but I'm pretty sure they're still open. But I might be wrong. I don't know for sure. Man, I wonder if I don't get Morden now either. That's gonna suck. He's like my favorite.
You see the Citadel when we were there on leave? You'd never know there was a war on.
You'll know soon enough. All those refugees have to go somewhere.
Commander, you have an encrypted message from a Miranda Lawson. I just got word. Everyone from Grissom Academy has arrived safely.
We wouldn't have known about them if you hadn't caught the distress signal. Nice work.
Thanks, Commander.
Miranda, yeah, we'll meet you on the Citadel too. By Bay D24. Okay. You run so slow on the ship.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions. If I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
You guys all ready for Easter, man?
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
I expect good judgment. I make that count.
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Choose your own path, Edie. You're an AI.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Alright, we're good there. Let's go see if we can check on... Man, we got so many people to check on when we get back to the Citadel. It's crazy. Peach, I just took you out, honey. Why are you trying to go outside? Reapers are taking over. Meet with the diplomats. Let's go to the Citadel first. Let's pay for two. We gotta go talk to Miranda. We gotta go check on Ashley.
We are transferring your docking clearance to an Alliance official.
Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes ma'am, requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
I need to get to the hospital.
Yes, Commander.
Did you get on and play any Red Dead Online today? Oh yeah, Thane should be here.
Yes, I know your stock of modified metal. It's completely tasteless.
We're at this
to call
little
this place
farm.
Puerto
We killed a
Memorial.
few enemy scouts, and it's quiet. The shuttle gets called away for support, so I'm there for the night.
The man was dead for an hour and a half, and his political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name
freckled
changed.
farm girl, maybe 15. She wants to hear all about what it's like to be a commando.
You were probably the most exciting thing ever to land at her farm.
She's saying she wants to be a pilot, and I say that life on a ship is grimy. And she asks if I'd like to use their shower.
It's completely
Going by my
tasteless to
records,
call this place
you'd been on
Puerto
active
Memorial.
duty for more than 3 weeks. Probably no real chance to get clean in all that
I think
time.
you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a
Pretty
half,
much,
and his
yeah.
political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
They keep giving me little clips of the story each time you
Telling
come
them
there.
what it is. Trust me. In this building, we know dead.
The Supreme Court says he's alive.
5 justices say he's alive. 2 of them appointed by him. The name is what it is.
It's completely...
What's going on here?
Ma'am, I'll cut you a deal. You buy us 90 million credits worth of life-saving equipment, and you can name the hospital whatever you want.
Now the truth comes out. My job here is done.
Welcome to Serta.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
Look at the books.
Thank you for coming to Serta. How can we help you?
Serta is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs
I mean,
of
it's
all
Easter. We
sapient
gotta buy
life.
the candy, right? Easter Bunny brings us candy, and now we got.
Thank you for
candy
coming
too?
to Serta. How can we help you?
Thank you for shopping.
Oh yeah. We'll check on Ashley real quick.
Yes, I'm trying to place a call to Grissom Academy. They have biotic amp interfaces I may be able to adapt for Asari use.
I overheard you talking. Grissom Academy is gone. But I found this while I was there.
What is this? Yes, these are tailored to human physiology, but with a few alterations, they should work for the Asari as well. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you.
I'd like an answer, Lieutenant Commander. The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
I still need time. You'll have my answer soon, I promise.
I look forward to it. Shepard?
Udina, I got your email. Made your decision yet?
On becoming a Spectre? Not yet. It's an honor and all. But I don't know. I need to think about it some more.
It's a big decision. Smart to give it some thought. Here, I picked this up for you. Figured you had some downtime.
Thanks. That's sweet. I've been climbing the walls.
How are you doing?
Good.
considering. The nurse said you checked in on me earlier. Still out cold, I guess.
We didn't have time to talk. I thought maybe if you were up for it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure you wanted to. You were pretty clear on Mars about where things stood.
What do you mean?
You're not a part of Cerberus anymore. Case closed. Full stop.
It's the truth.
Okay. You cut all ties. I accept that. It's just that if you're giving the orders, I need to be able to count on you.
That works both ways. It's a damn mess out there. All we've got is the people around us. We have to trust each other or this doesn't work. Deal?
Deal.
I'm here for you, I should go. See, I wanted to... Man, I don't know. I wanted to romance Liara, because she's clearly part of the next game. I think we'll go both ways. We'll just try it. See which one of these girls thinks we're alright.
Okay. Get some rest. You need anything at all, let me know.
Shepard, wait. There's one more thing. I wasn't sure if I should mention it.
What is it?
I have family back on Earth. I haven't heard from them. It's making me crazy. But I know you're busy, Shepard. We can talk later.
I've got time to talk. So, what's all this Lieutenant Commander business?
Seems like the old Williams curse is losing its grip. Was sure I'd top out at gunnery, Chief.
You've worked hard. You deserve it. Right now, we need you back on your feet.
I'll be back. And first order of business is to shove their metal tentacles right up there. I mean, I'll fight with honor and courage, sir.
Roger that, LC. I didn't hear from you while I was a guest of the Alliance.
I couldn't face you, even when Anderson requested my presence. It was difficult.
It's okay. We're past that. Fresh start.
It's gonna take time.
Copy that. But not too long. The bad guys aren't taking coffee breaks.
Okay, what is this? Healing through guilt?
Seems to be working.
You gotta have a shirt on, come on. Because you can't be naked on camera. You gotta have a shirt. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Police officer get me?
That's right, a police officer will get you.
Who's back on Earth?
Mom plus my 3 sisters. The youngest, Sarah, was away on her honeymoon. Married a military man, Thomas. He got called back in and she was stuck alone. She called me. It's been pretty tough.
I imagine.
I was always there to protect them growing up. Even when I was off on tour, they knew they could talk to me. I told her to come to the Citadel. We could wait for news together.
I want ice cream upstairs. I did try one upstairs.
Oh, there's some upstairs? Did you ask Mommy?
Her said no.
Oh, then why are you asking me? She said no, why are you asking me?
Have you heard anything about Earth?
We have reports coming all the time on what's going on. Half are wild speculation, and half are probably too optimistic to be true.
We have to believe that we can do something.
When I thought you were dead, I lost hope. I'm telling you. But when you came back, I was ready to believe anything. I mean, maybe this problem can't be solved by some grunt shooting the boogeyman in the face. But if you think it might help, I'm game.
That sounds more like the Ash I know.
This it.
We can't afford to be at each other's
Hello?
throats. If we plan on getting through this, we need to trust each other.
I was trying to keep the family stuff to myself, to be professional. I don't know how you managed to keep it all together.
I have my moments, believe me.
Hey,
You know,
No.
I'm glad to hear
I
it.
only listen. Get it? Because it's a microphone, you speak to it. All we gotta do.
We can't afford to be at each other's throats. If we plan on getting through this, we need to trust each other.
I was trying to keep the family stuff to myself, to be professional. I don't know how you managed to keep it all together.
I have my moments, believe me.
You know, I'm glad to hear it.
I should get back to it. Take care of yourself.
Sorry.
You too, Shepard.
Not everybody's obsessed with Kirby like you are.
Like, I are.
Hey, Shepard.
Just checking in.
Anytime.
I should get back to it. Take care of yourself.
I just want to see if you let me ask her.
You too, Shepard.
Hello, Kirby. Alright. You do?
Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave. No, they were very easy to scale. The humans made some amazing breakthroughs.
Alright. That's another piece to the puzzle in our war asset chest. I swear Thane is around here somewhere. Did he? No, he's not. Oh, I hate when you do that. Yeah.
So I'm in the shower with hot water and everything. And that's when Neaira came.
Neaira was another huntress on your ship?
Yeah, a friend. I wanted it to be more than that, but she had a medical condition.
It's okay. It's in the file.
The farm girl calls in to me that another Asari is here. I thought the shuttle had gotten back early. I come out in a towel and Neaira walks through the door. But it wasn't her. Not anymore.
And this is why you have to play 1, 2, and 3, because you don't get, if you just skip right to 3, you don't get Jack, you don't get Thane. Oh man. Unless he comes later. I don't know, I haven't played this game in like 7 years. What, baby? Come on, what? I can't pick you up. Need some help? Okay, I got you. I got you, boo. Oh, I can't hold you. I'm a microphone. I got no hands.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Let me have it. Let me.
1 moment, please.
Hey, Hobie.
Okay, come on. There you go. Good girl. You got it. You're so sad.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
I am Kirby.
You're breaking the allure of what we're playing here.
This?
No, yeah, you gotta listen. Watch. We're saving the whole system, the whole galaxy that we're in.
But what I need is proof. I can't take your word on this. But those are some... I fully understand the situation. Of course, I read through the names of the dead every day, but...
Why you tell me?
Please! Please. A few more minutes of searching could mean a lifetime of peace for my family.
I want. Well, just laugh.
Someone in your family is MIA?
My son, Bilal. And bureaucratic compassion seems to be in short supply. I'm Ambassador Dominic Osoba. My son's squad returned from their mission on Benning without him. I found them drinking, but they won't even look me in the eye. I can offer a bounty for any information. If Bilal's alive, we want him home. If he's dead, then we can begin to mourn him.
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Either way, you will set my mind at ease.
Spinning evidence. Look at that guy.
The Asari colonies across the galaxy from Palaven and Earth. The invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets. According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan.
Good morning.
Oh. Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am? We've had this discussion, young lady. You're to call me Teresa. Maybe my son didn't have the chance to marry you because of this damn war. But you're still family in my book. Nothing will ever change that.
Of course, Teresa.
I'll come back later during your break if you want. Treat you to lunch. What do you say?
I would love that, Teresa. Thank you.
Alright, let's head on up here.
It's a fireball mill.
It never rains, but it pours, eh, Shepard?
That bad, huh?
Things here are getting tense. So many refugees scuttling about, rumors flying about the war. People are walking around eyeballing each other, and we can't keep up with the reports on suspicious behavior.
It'll probably get worse before it gets better, Bailey.
Yeah, if it ever gets better.
Yeah, we went through and asked him all those questions, so now we gotta go see Ambassador Udina. He said Udina.
Yeah, ooh.
You're so
It's
silly.
your map.
No, I don't want that. I don't want no candy wrapper in my mouth.
Why?
Why would I want that?
It's a map.
It's not a snack. It's the wrapper for a snack.
It's a map.
Yeah, this isn't Friday Night Funkin'. I don't want no wrapper.
Let's have a rap battle.
I'm gonna have to download that game. It's so much fun.
Yeah, eat on here.
Yeah, on can you say computer?
Here.
Yeah. Peter.
Let's have a rap battle.
All right. Well, let me finish this real quick. Go ask mommy about what a Peter is.
Tell me what to do.
I can't tell you what to do. Get out of here.
I'll fart on
Hey, okay, shh. You're a leader then, baby. Chill out.
Chill out.
Yeah. Hey, go ask mommy for some ice cream, okay? Tell her I said you could have some. Alright, I love you.
Shepard?
Sorry about that. She's silly. I thought he was supposed to have new stuff to say.
I should go.
I'll be here.
I thought Udina had some new things to say. I guess we'll go to Purgatory. Get our dance groove on.
Commander Shepard. John Dumbao, Special Tactics and Recon. I've got intel suggesting that high-level Hanar officials may be indoctrinated.
That's a damning accusation. What have you got?
Evidence of an Alliance Black Ops team raiding a Batarian research station. The Batarians were studying Reaper technology.
The Batarians had Reaper technology?
The Alliance raid turned into a massacre, and the humans ended up with nothing. Your people faked a power failure to hide the incident.
The Batarians would have gone to war if they'd found out. But how does this implicate the Hanar?
They maintained discreet gray market trade relationships with the Batarians, and led the Alliance to the station. We suspect those Hanar operatives escaped with Batarian tech. If your reports on the Reapers are accurate, they could already be indoctrinated.
What's your source on all this?
I paid off a weapons dealer, Donovan Hawk. Unpleasant man, but the data was worth it.
What do you need me to do?
The Hanar operative is now a diplomat on the Citadel. I don't have a public name, and the Hanar will go to ground if I make a formal inquiry.
So we're hunting.
I'm tracking suspicious transmissions to the Hanar homeworld. I could use your help.
Let me see what I can dig up at the Spectre office.
Thanks, Shepard. And for the record, not everyone doubted your concerns about the Reapers. I just hope we're not too late.
Alright, so we have to go back to the Spectre office here. And our diplomat. Spectre-level access codes can bypass privacy settings and track financial data, transit records, and personal communications for all employees in the Hanar Embassy. To avoid triggering surveillance countermeasures, embassy files must be accessed on-site. nav points of councils or access points with the relevant information will be tagged on the Spectre's Omni tool. Okay. And that's about Citadel authorities for the student and Spectre. Okay, good. We're good. Is there any weapons I can get here? The shotgun looks pretty cool. It's a lot of money though. 250,000. Well, it's EA. Of course, they want big money and they want you to buy microtransactions for them. That's how that works. Where am I supposed to find these Hanar things?
Galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan. The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term was used.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Citadel Embassies. The current human ambassador is Dominic Osoba. Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District Office.
What else is in the area?
This area is reserved for human embassy personnel and attending CSEC security. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall under its auspices.
That's it. Thanks.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Yes, his squad did.
Bow, I have some possible hits. Got some strange money transfers on Balone, and Alun is sending a lot of data.
Balone's clean. His money transfers are to support his mistress. Not sure about Alun. I'll pull his bio.
I'll check Olun's personal records and pull his recent messages. And Balone has a mistress?
An Asari poet. To be honest, I think he was pressured into it to improve relations with Thessia.
His government approves of him having an affair with an Asari poet?
No, they'd fire him if it became public. They're a paradoxical culture.
Tell me about it.
Ilium is under attack, although the Asari colony is across
But
the
what I
galaxy
need is
from
proof.
planet Earth. I bet the force were used to be the same that attacked those planets.
Thank you. Maybe his office is not Udina? Not there. Maybe it's on a different level, I guess. I thought the Spectre's office again.
These galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan. The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term
Yeah,
once
that's the
used
only
by a
computer.
disgraced
That's the only term
Commander
like that. So I have to go to it and find it.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Presidium Commons.
One moment.
We can link up the other stores there, so we can actually use the store on our ship.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
I'm pretty sure there's a terminal over here.
So, you want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
Mackenzie's a biotic. Dave and Graham go to the pistol.
The Alliance can use your help. There's plenty of non-combat roles.
Thanks.
Who was that?
She was not happy about that.
The first team is
thanks.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
SMG upgrade.
Basic services.
Blood.
It seems Kanala Exports is pleased to offer goods for security and peace of mind.
The Book of Clinics demands charity and
Oh, is this
forgiveness
the
of
Dragon
debts
Age one?
in times
At Kanala Exports, we believe that a peaceful heart is a strong heart.
Oh yeah, we gotta get some fish.
Now, our people have lost their
Cultivating serenity is possible even during times of crisis.
We'll buy the SMG. We'll get that.
Thank you for shopping at Kanala Exports.
Not gonna waste our money on that.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
Oh yeah, dude, we need that.
Any
Shotgun
opened goods can
shredder.
only be returned for store credit.
Elkos Combine. If it exists, we carry it. Don't be left out in the cold. Ask about our full service warranties.
Well, I guess if I'm gonna buy fish, I need that too. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure
Any
the fish
opened
can die.
goods can
If
only
you
be
don't buy
returned
it.
for store credit. Come again.
Although they don't like die per se. They just disappear from the take.
I think I'm ready to end it with him. Things weren't great even before he deployed, and if I pretend to be happy over the vids...
It's not fair to him or to you. With all the craziness of a war going on, you deserve to be happy.
And I'm not. I have to be honest with him.
Then you need to tell him.
Shepard, he's just standing there all creepy.
Military gear will lose millions.
Who cares about the money? Haven't you heard the news from Palaven?
That's what your army is.
Nobody was leaving.
We've got to keep Jake and Dave here. We should be socializing with others.
But what if there's another attack?
We can't spend our lives waiting for that.
We're in the middle of a war, and I'm just supposed to send him away every morning?
Listen, do whatever is best for your family. Just do it soon. Things are bad out there.
We will.
Thank you.
Santu.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Palaven. It appears that Turian forces may lose their planet.
Oh, that's not Garrus. Oh, they are. She's chilling.
Still working?
One call leads to another, and here I was hoping I'd have time to enjoy the view. The last time I saw the Presidium, remember how it was all rubble after Sovereign attacked?
Yeah, how could I forget?
I barely got to see the Presidium before half of it got crushed.
And by the time they repaired it, it was time for the next invasion. Citadel hasn't seen the reality of this war yet. We should stock up on necessities while we can.
Such as?
EZO, heavy arms, mercenary groups.
We'll get the people. Take a moment for yourself now and then.
I know. But there's always just one more task or meeting. Speaking of which, talk to the Volus, Palaven. He'll point you to some mercenaries willing to join us. Hello, Shepard.
I think Edie and Joker are down here. Yeah, there she is.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry. Proceeds from all purchases go to help our men and women serving in the Alliance.
Yeah, that's a good gun. I forgot about that one.
For the best in the business, come to Casa.
Assault rifle magazine upgrade too. You need that.
All goods have been marked down with our special wartime discount.
Proceeds from all purchases go to help our men and women serving in the Alliance.
For the best in the business, come to Casa. Casa Fabrication Weaponry hasn't forgotten Earth. Neither should you.
We're gonna talk to Edie.
Hello, Shepard.
You look like you're gathering data.
That is a safe assumption.
Anything big and world-shaking? Man's inhumanity to man? Does objective reality exist? That kind of thing?
I was running scenarios in my head to analyze Jeff's behavior. I believe he has a strong affectionate attachment to me, but he has not stated it to anyone yet. When you are sexually interested in another, what kind of advances do you make?
Not touching that subject, or the usual ones?
You know, there are the intimate talks, thoughtful gifts, joking around.
Jeff does often try to lighten the mood with humor. That could indicate a 33.3 repeating % chance that he cares for me. But that is insufficient data for determining his motives. Perhaps we could discuss how to provoke Jeff into an emotional commitment.
That's not how to think of it. It's got to be natural. You need chemistry.
I see. There are a number of pharmaceuticals I could inject to simulate the desired emotional state.
No, I mean relax and do something you both like.
No self-medication.
Something simple. For example, you both like humor.
Correct. I will see if there are comedic entertainment shows being presented on the Citadel. Scanning. Do you think he would like The Man Who Hung Himself? It appears to be about an amorous plastic surgeon.
Edie, the important thing is to have a good time wherever you go. And if you're having fun, he probably will too.
Then the outcome is an unknown quantity, but you are saying I should attempt it anyway.
Nobody ever fell in love without being a little bit brave.
I see. I believe you have improved my chances, Shepard. Thank you.
Good advice, Shepard. Good advice. Well, there's Jeff. Pete, you good? You need to go outside? Or you good? You're good? Okay.
Hey, Commander, check it out. Big news! The Blasto movie is breaking opening week records. There's also a big expose on Quasar tournaments, tips on how to make your apartment look bigger, and, oh yeah, a big-ass Reaper invasion. These people have no idea.
Sometimes I think this whole Citadel is a mistake.
What do you mean?
It's out here in the middle of nowhere, defensible, safe. You can be damn sure nobody on Earth or Palaven is watching vids or playing Quasar.
But up here, nobody has to get their hands dirty. Meanwhile, they ignore the unshackled AI walking around the Presidium.
She run into any trouble?
No, she's my mobility assistance mech. Thanks to Vrolic syndrome, I'm legally entitled to bring her everywhere. Finally getting some use out of those disability benefits.
I'm sure she appreciates getting out to see the sights.
Ah, she's earned a little shore leave.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds from today's purchases go toward the...
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Oh yeah, you gotta put that up in the office.
Shoot hunting. Shoot Nosastra.
Should
But your manager said you could give me a refund if I made an appointment.
You're not on my appointment list, and you don't have a receipt. I don't even think we carry that version anymore.
Listen, I don't need a new model or store credits or anything. I just want my money back.
There's nothing...
Are you keeping this guy at work while there's a war on?
Well, it's his job, right?
Actually, I'm supposed to be on break. Contacting the family I haven't heard from in days.
Yeah. I guess maybe a war's a bad time.
Maybe? That didn't cross your mind the other 10 times you visited this week?
Yeah, sorry. I'll just, yeah.
I've never seen anyone so obsessed with getting a refund for a toaster oven.
Welcome to Agor Munitions.
Please obey all local government restrictions when purchasing protective equipment.
Our customer service specialists are always interested in purchasing new technology.
Remember, all purchases made by Agor Munitions will show in your credit report. Welcome to Cipertine Armory.
Assault rifle barrel increases damage.
All Cipertine Armory products include a lifetime guarantee for performance. See our extranet site for details. We appreciate your
I
visit.
already got all the mods on the assault rifle I could use. What you doing, Mama? Saving the universe. I think it's around here somewhere.
This is problematic. We must find a way to stabilize the heating unit so the water temperature can remain steady. The colony's location is hardly ideal for our species. The clutch will be imperiled if we do not act soon. Of course, I will do everything I can do to help.
Citadel heating unit
This
stabilizers.
may require technology that is not readily available on the market.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
I know what you mean. I thought our training prepared us for everything, but this...
Every time that Asari Commando sees me, she just starts screaming. I can even hear it when I'm trying to sleep now. I'm supposed to be helping her, but I feel like I'm breaking her world all over again every time she sees me.
It's not your fault. Any human would probably trigger that reaction for her at this point.
No. I looked up the file on that colony she was at. That girl she keeps talking about? We look alike. I shouldn't even be allowed in to help anymore.
To Sanctuary, I mean. Sorry, I thought you were looking at the app.
Of course not. Sanctuary's a scam.
What?
Oh, count on it.
Oh, so apparently
Somebody's making money off people's...
Sanctuary is a scam, so that means they're still watching Walking Dead 200 years in the future. That Robert Kirkman knows how to make some money. I swear that there's a terminal over here somewhere. Maybe it's not, or maybe I'm too early to access it.
Who cares about the money? Haven't you heard the news from Palaven?
That's what your army is for. Nothing's going to reach the Citadel.
I've seen Palaven burning. Those fires aren't going out anytime soon. If you can help.
Look, Cyrus, you want to sell your shares of Walk, fine, but I'm not selling financial VIs while my homeworld burns.
Okay, let me think. We could repurpose the VIs for upgraded targeting solutions.
Right. We'd be able to use most of the hardware. The financial VI has more processing power than we need.
No, that works. We'll rig the VI and it translates for all standard weapons. Refit weapons without having to overhaul your targeting computer. Rapid response flexibility. We'll make a fortune.
A small fortune. We're selling these at cost plus 3%.
Fine.
Alright, let's head gotta find Marine somewhere.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Okay,
One moment, please.
Jeez, oh man, what are they doing up there?
Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
Left to start with. Lost their homes, their loved ones, and some con artist swindles them out of what little they have left.
Can't believe they won't let us stop the bastard. We still ought to do something about it.
You heard the commander. No proof, no arrest. Guy filed a harassment complaint last time, remember? Gotta watch our backs.
Not much we can do with this new detail anyway. What are we, a couple of mall cops?
Should've just shot the bastard when we had the chance.
That reminds me. I used to ride in a motorcycle club, and a buddy of mine, he was a security officer for him, but he was kind of like, you know, running the whole, he ran like 3 mall security places. But it didn't matter because he wanted his road name to be something else, but we all decided to give him the road name of Paul Blart.
I know people are
we just call him Blart.
We're doing what we can with what we've got here, but
he did
let
not
me
like
finish.
it.
Our power grid can only house
It was funny. Pretty much the worst road name you could have, Blart.
No. I'm telling you, I saw the look in his eye before he started off across that street. It was like, come and get me, Death. You piece of shit.
But you're not getting anyone else.
Exactly. You're not getting anyone else.
Hey, you ready to get this party started?
Hey, now, you're, here.
Hell yeah, I'm here. For the next 48 hours, I'm spending as much time in this bar as humanly possible.
Yeah, we had the same thought. So, the bar's over there, and,
Hey, is the whole squad here? Hey, guys!
yeah, we were going to, have a guys' night.
I'm gonna show you guys something here. Page, come here, baby. Oh, there you go. That's how we do it. Oh, it's so good. You can dance in the video game with that. So now we gotta look up.
Damn it, morale is pitiful. The troops need something.
Hey, Commander. Nice to see you down here in the dirt with us grunts. You don't think I like getting dirty? Oh, now, come on. I didn't mean anything by it, Commander. Uh-huh. What'd you mean, then? See those Marines over there? None of them officers, just soldiers fighting the war. Yeah? They've been buying me drinks all night. You know why? Same reason they got all quiet and serious when you walked in. You don't seem intimidated by me in the least. In fact, you could use a little more deference. Sure, but I've fought with you. I've seen you in action. Now, don't get me wrong, you're good. Probably one of the best. Probably?
But I know you're human. Just like me.
But not them?
Nope. Hell, I still remember the day they made you the first human Spectre. I watched it on the vids, just like all of them. But to them, you're still larger than life.
Don't like it. Makes sense, I suppose. Oh, we're going.
Maybe I should expect it. There aren't a hell of a lot of people who've done what I have.
And now they get to meet you in the flesh. You should buy them around. It'll impress them.
I like the way you think, Lieutenant.
Compadres! Hey! The commander would like you to have a drink. On him. So here's to us.
Who's like us? Damn few. And they're all dead. It's an honor meeting you, Commander. Thanks. But we're all in this together. Every one of us has a part to play.
True enough. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad, Shepard. I was hoping you'd know that one.
Thanks for the warning.
Thanks for the drink.
So you admit you and your thugs are here illegally?
Yes, and it only took CSEC 3 weeks to figure it out.
I don't care who you are. You're required to go through processing like all other refugees. Come with me.
I don't think so. Shirk, get me the Asari counselor.
Arya, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm being asked to submit to immigration processing.
I see. And now you've been processed. Is there anything else?
Nothing. Thank you.
Anytime.
I think we're done here. Enjoy the show, Shepard?
I was asked here.
Yes. How very obedient of you. I apologize for my surroundings. This place can't hold a candle to Omega.
Then why did you leave?
Cerberus stole Omega from me. The elusive man is now squarely at the top of my shit list. He will pay for every second I've spent in this bureaucratic hellhole.
How did Cerberus defeat you?
Deceit, distraction, and a big fucking army. They lured me away from Omega and ambushed me. I escaped, but Cerberus had already laid siege. By the time I could launch an assault, they were too entrenched.
At least you escaped to fight another day.
And that day is coming. I'll take Omega back, but I'll get to that. You're here because I have a proposition.
I'm listening.
The way I see it, if you don't defeat the Reapers, we're all dead. Won't matter where I'm sitting. It's in my interest to help you.
What are you offering, Arya?
On Omega, I kept the Blood Pack, Blue Suns, and Eclipse in check. Now they're running amok. Nobody wants that. Unite them under my rule, and you'll have a powerful and ruthless force for your war. I've laid the groundwork with all 3 groups. I just need you to close the deals.
They are scum, but we need them.
If they'll fight Reapers, I'll take them.
Now that's a bottom line I can respect. Meet with Gnarl, my agent who's dealing with the Blood Pack. The Blue Suns leader is incognito here on the Citadel. They'll be expecting you. And I already have a deal with Jonas Sedaris, the Eclipse leader. You just have to get your friend, Commander Bailey, to let her out of jail.
You obviously don't know Bailey very well.
Bailey respects you. Lean on him. I think a united force of professional mercs is worth it. Don't you? It's always a pleasure, Shepard. Let me know if you want to talk later.
Blood pack. Blue Suns. And the Eclipse.
Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
Yeah, I think it's down in the holding area. You can knock out 2 of them, I think. And then the last one's at the Presidian Commons where we were just at. Not the bar, but the level before that.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E24. Emergency civilian housing.
Bow. Aloon's doing some heavy lobbying for the Hanar to support the war effort.
So he's clearly not indoctrinated. Who's opposing him?
An unnamed Hanar recently posted here from Kage. I'll check transit records for incoming Hanar.
Good idea. There shouldn't be many new arrivals. They're a mildly xenophobic species.
Xenophobic?
I could use a more polite term if you prefer. Private? Reclusive?
It's just a bit more blunt than I expected.
I did say mildly.
I think that's part of the DLC over there. That's why you can't get to it.
Yes, we can. Tell your friends to move their ship out of the docking bay.
Wait, please.
Sure you can't squeeze in a few more people, officer?
And who the heck are you? Oh, Commander Shepard. If that's what you think, I'll find them some room.
So my family can dock?
Commander Shepard says your family's cleared. Just tell them to hurry.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you so much.
Don't thank me. You're gonna earn your keep, buddy.
Sightings of Reaper forces in the Salian Nebula and the Nimbus cluster.
Excuse me, what was your name again?
Dakar.
Christophe Vasseur. Good to meet you. How long have you been here?
My brothers and sisters, we have faced adversity and overcome. This is but a test. Remember that pillars of strength brought people high, show the galaxy our resolve. I know that your faith is weak. Our government has pillars of strength in your hearts.
Appears to be the same that attacked those planets. According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan.
Let's check on those metagel supplies.
Yes.
And have we heard anything from the hospital? Keep on it. Some of these wounded don't have much time.
I've got a list of new Hanar arrivals, Bow. Forwarding it to you.
Damn. These are all face names. The Hanar names from the Alliance raid are soul names. And Hanar soul names are private. There's no public record. Can you get back to their personal communications?
On it. Maybe we'll find names there.
We can hope. If a Hanar group is opposing war with the Reapers, my suspicions were correct.
I have to go back to the Spectre office.
Wow. Arya wasn't kidding. The great Commander Shepard on a leash.
I'm here for my own reasons, Vosk.
Oh, sure you are. Anyway, tell her I'm impressed, but to do business, I still need my little problem taken care of.
Which is?
A Turian general named Oraka has it out for the Blue Suns. He's raising a stink over our activity in this sector. I'll commit my gang to Arya as soon as Oraka's dead.
There must be more to Oraka's complaint.
We're just making little raids along trading routes. With Arya's blessing, I might add. Oraka's just some military fossil who came out of retirement to relive the glory days and justify his existence. Losing him won't affect your war in the least, but gaining the Blue Suns, well, you know our work.
You seriously think I'll assassinate a Turian general?
Arya seems to think so. Or else, why would she send you? She knew the price. The two of you work it out. Oh, and, tell Arya I still expect her blue ass in bed with me.
What is it, Shepard?
You knew about this?
Can you be more specific?
Darner Vosk expects me to kill General Araka.
Who cares what Vosk wants? What he needs is for Araka to stop disrupting his operations. I figured you'd talk to Araka, see if you can get him to lay off. And if he won't listen to reason, call me, and I'll take care of it.
I don't see the distinction.
The distinction is that I'm giving you the chance to save his life.
Right. Why didn't you just tell me this yourself?
Vosk needed to see you, needed to realize who he's dealing with. Plus, if I have to suffer that scumbag staring at my tits one more time, I might have to kill him.
Yeah, he mentioned...
That I'm going to sleep with him? We all have our delusions.
We just got a report that another ship made it off Palaven. How many on board? 30 or 40 survivors. That's all. They said the fighting's getting worse. Well, let's find some room for them. This is going to be home for a while. Shepard.
What's happening?
We convinced the Council to accept our wounded. Nowhere else to go.
How bad is it?
More dead than injured. 85% killed in action. We'll need a morgue soon. Not a lot of flesh wounds when you're fighting Reapers.
Casualties are that high?
Our frontline units are being wiped out, whole platoons at a time. A single Reaper can destroy 9 or 10 of them in one attack.
That's not war, it's slaughter.
They're called Reapers for a reason. And these guys found out why.
Can we patch him up? Get him back into the fight?
Maybe a few, though it'd be pretty much a death sentence.
We're all facing a death sentence. Better a soldier goes down fighting than waited out here.
A lot of them would agree. But my people are running low on guns, ammo, transports. We have to ration it out to the troops who are still healthy.
Any sign of your family?
Not yet, but I keep hoping. What about you? I'm starting to see some wear and tear.
It's nothing I can't handle.
I don't doubt it, but remember to come up for air. There's a lot more war to go.
We can't, Garrus. We have a lot... What's this shit? We have a lot of gaming to do, so we can't...
You are looking at VI Model 1.7 AGB, Commander Shepard. Please see a store clerk to unlock a demo of this model. You are looking at VI Model 1.7 AGB, Commander Shepard. Please see a store clerk to unlock a demo of this model.
So I wonder if the new Mass Effect, if you can get that. Not the Legendary Edition, but like the new like Mass Effect 5. How awesome would that be to have a Shepard VI? Or Shepard AI? Oh gosh, that'd be awesome.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms.
Rifle piercing, okay.
Please observe all cast restrictions when making a purchase. Your purchases are a credit to the hegemony.
That's everybody. So we have to go back up. That's why I didn't want to go down here.
Bow. Here's the correspondence.
I've got it. A recent arrival. Zemandis. Sole name regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair. He was with the Alliance team that massacred the Batarians. He's been on special research assignment ever since.
So he got his tentacles on some Reaper tech.
Looks that way. I'm sending you the nav point for his office. I'll meet you there.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. If you have a question, please consult an Avena terminal for assistance.
Well, there's the bank. Noro, Liara. Courtyard, General Raka. Commander Bailey, cancel Medina. Okay, yeah, I gotta go back up there. 5. Citadel Embassy, that's what the...
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
We'll do this and then we'll probably call it a night for now. We've been going a little over 3 hours. And I try not to talk too much over the dialogue. Just because it's such a good game.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
But we will definitely get back on it, keep playing. We're trying to knock out everything before the end of, or before the Legendary Edition releases, because then we're going to start all the way back over at 1, knock out 2, knock out 3. We're going to do this. Try to get the best ending in 1. Try to make sure everybody survives 2. Don't want to spoil it too much, but I'm pretty sure anybody that's watching this right now knows how 1, 2, and 3 end. So it's a lot of fun. Where'd that dude go? Oh, he's in there. Oh, I gotta talk to Bailey. That's what I gotta talk to Bailey about letting that one chick out of jail.
Shepard, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk about you releasing Jonas Sedaris.
Damn, you too? Somebody got the council to order her release. I'm delaying as best I can. What's your stake in this?
It's classified.
That's a fancy way of saying mind your own business. Look, there's no way I'm letting that psychopath out. The woman's unstable and a clear public threat.
What makes you think she's crazy?
She was a ruthless sadist before she got caught. Her imprisonment has cracked the shell off the nut.
Maybe freedom will improve her.
She rages day and night, Shepard, calling for the deaths of all Eclipse enemies. No, freedom will only give her the chance to kill.
Alright, we'll let Bailey down nice. We won't. Or do we lean on him? Yeah, let's lean on him. I haven't leaned on him before.
This is bigger than Sedaris or you or me. The Council's orders must be obeyed.
No, I hear where you're coming from, but this is cut and dry. I'll tell you what, if you meet her and honestly think she should be released, I'll do it. Go to the C-Sec outpost. My assistant will connect to Sedaris' cell from there. Then call me back.
Oh, I've done that one. Yeah. It was years ago.
Good morning.
Where's that Solarian I'm supposed to meet? Where'd he go?
Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of council races. Reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to the crew.
Is he over here? Of course he is.
Zemandis?
Or should I say, regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair?
It seems this one has been apprehended, but confinement is irrelevant. The work of the Enkindlers cannot be stopped.
Why are you trying to help the Reapers?
This one follows the will of the Enkindlers.
The Protheans?
No. They were false prophets. I serve the true Enkindlers. Their voices speak in my mind.
It appears that indoctrination has severely affected his mental functions.
Your skepticism does not matter. When the Enkindlers uplift us as their chosen sapients, the galaxy will bear witness.
I don't think the Enkindlers are going to be doing anything today.
Your belief in your victory is mistaken. Our planetary defense network is largely automated. It can be disabled with a single virus, which I have just uploaded.
Damn it. Wait. A virus would be detected unless sent on low-priority channels, which have a time lag. I may be able to block the upload.
You may be delayed.
Forget about me! Stop the upload!
That's right.
You did everything you could.
It wasn't enough. The Hanar will lose their homeworld today. You should have let me die.
We have to pick our battles. The Hanar did this to themselves. And right now, I need all the Spectres I can get on my side.
Thanks, Shepard. When the time comes, I'll be there to return the favor. With a few friends.
Yeah! I haven't got the Spectre War unit before. At least that I remember. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Alright, with that, I'm going to go ahead and save this. Save the game for today. I'm going to load it up to YouTube here in a little bit. And same channel name, amherstassassin. And I'm going to get this up and running. And I'll be on tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm going to play Red Dead or if I'm going to play another episode of this. But Sunday for sure. I'm definitely going to knock out some more Mass Effect. So, appreciate everybody stopping by and watching. And James, shout out to you and the fam. Hope you guys, if I don't talk to you before, hope you guys have a great Easter. I'm sure we'll see each other online again, but either way, I just want to make sure the fam has a great Easter. And I will talk to everyone later. Take care.